Okay. So the Plexus Engage app, it looks like this. Where is it at? There it is right there. It just says Plexus Engage in pink. Can you point to it? Good job. Got all the notifications happening. So when you open it up, you have all 6 buttons and then scrolling pictures. So I want to start off by saying this app is so stinking cool. And the fact that it is free is amazing. There is typically a 30% conversion rate for people who get samples through the app and then end up deciding that they want to try Plexus. The app creators have had companies with conversion rates up to 60%. So there you're going to notice after you get in here and play around and then you use it over the next few weeks, there's going to be improvements and adjustments and things going on because they are working on making it better and better and better. So there's 3 steps that the app kind of helps walk you through. Number 1 is to pique interest. Number 2 is to send the sample. And number 3 is the follow-up process. So we are going to start with the share menu, which is the middle button on the top row. It looks like a little box with an arrow coming out of it. So these are your videos. I encourage you at some point to come in and watch these videos. None of them are very long, which I love. And there's so much information in them that gives you third-party validation, so you don't have to know all the things about any of the products. I mean, you can share these, grab a video and send it off and have people have all the information that they need. So the first kind of, and you can scroll through. So this is the first row and there's multiple videos. So that is your onboarding. So that's for a new ambassador. It talks about sharing the business, making your first post, and getting started in the Engage app. Then if you scroll down, there is the Slim Microbiome Activating Sample Follow-up, HC Sample Follow-up, and we're going to get to all of that in a second. Keep going down to Peak Interest. These are great videos. Our new Immune Plus videos are in there. But my favorite one, if you scroll through, is it's 31 seconds and it's the microbiome with the brain. That is a great video that I probably honestly use the most. The Mega Kids video is in there. So you send those videos by clicking under whichever video you are wanting to send and you click share. It's the little box with the arrow going out of it. And that's going to bring up a send message screen. That verbiage may not be what you want to send, but I promise it's okay. You'll have a chance to edit it. It's going to look like it's going to send it for you, but I promise it will not send it until you actually press send. So that is kind of what your preview is for your text message or your email. So then you can click next. That's going to bring you to your prospect screen. This is where if you're sending a sample to yourself, you can put in your first name, last name, phone number, email, or if you're sending to someone else, that's where you put their information. All you need is their first name and last name. Are you on? You don't have to have their phone number and email. So if you just have their name, that's totally fine. So I'm going to put in one of my girls' names. Then once you have her information or your information in there, you click next, and it's going to say select the method to send. Most of the time I'm using Facebook Messenger, so that's what I leave it selected as. If you have someone who prefers email, you can do that. You can change that. So then when you click next on that, it's going to ask you to set the reminder. Your golden reminder is typically that 3 days, just because in 24 hours, they're not going to have their sample yet. So I'm not really sure what you'd be following up on. So the 3 days seems to be a good time that they either maybe just received it or they will be receiving it in the next day or so. So I use the 3-day reminder, and you can always go in and create new reminders also. Then click send. I promise it's not going to send yet. Then it's going to say share to Facebook Messenger. The following text is currently in your clipboard and can be pasted. So then click start, and it's going to open up your Facebook Messenger. This is where you will go create a new message and find the person that you're wanting to send the video to. So then when you find them, you'll go in the text and click paste. This is where you can edit the message. If what it says does not sound anything like something that you would say, that's totally fine. They're great messages, great skeletons, but I do encourage you to edit them and make them sound more like you. The only thing is you don't want to do anything with the link at the end. Don't touch the link at all, because if you touch it, then it might not go to the right place and work. So you can change anything else in that message, but don't touch the link. Sometimes I'll even take it and so it's in the message right now. I'll put my cursor right before the HTTPS and I'll just enter down. Did I do it? And put the link down below, because I do not want to mess with the link. So then you can go ahead and send that message. The cool part about the app is if you're sending it to someone else, the app's going to notify you once they watch the video. It's going to tell you how much of the video they watched. If they watched 60% or 100% or 2%, whatever that looks like, you're going to get notified in the app. You can always go back. If you go to your prospects, which is the little people, where are the people, right? Those are the little people. And then you can select one of your prospects with the 3 dots and go to prospect details. So hopefully you just put someone in that you can be looking at, and it'll have their information. And then if you scroll down to history, I have all of these. Oh, this was you. I've sent lots of different videos to Mom while I was playing with this today. So it says I sent the video, she watched how much of it, the sample button was clicked, and all of that information is in the history. So you can kind of creep on people when you are sending them these things to know exactly what they're doing and if they're following through and watching the video, and things like that. So that is the peak interest, and just encouraging you that even though it looks like you're sending the message, you're not. Also in your prospect details, I'm going to go back to you. So this is what it looks like. Up in this corner, there is this little icon. If you click that, you have the option to update your prospect status, which is just kind of fun, like little notes that you can keep, and you can set alarms on this little alarm clock if you want to set another reminder, and the app will remind you then to follow up with that person. Okay, so then as far as sending a sample, once they have watched the video and you've piqued their interest, they're like, yes, I want to try that Slim Hunger Control. Sounds so good. Down here, you have your little bottles. Looks like a bottle of, I'm going to say BioCleanse, and a stick of pink drink. So when you click that, that's going to tell you how many sample credits you have. And you can purchase credits right from that screen, or you can offer and send a sample. So we're going to go through the offer or send. I like to use the offer option because what that does is it prompts them to put in their address and their information. That way you don't have to ask for that. Some people think it's kind of weird for you to ask for their address. Hopefully not for a free sample, but just in case. And it also makes sure that they put in their address correctly, because I know I have messed up addresses before. So these are the different samples that we have right now. Like I said, there are improvements coming. I know Plexus likes to hang out and wait to make sure that they are on the ball and they're going to have enough of the product before they drop it in the app to be a sample option. So we have the lean shakes, the Mega Kids drink, the active, the hunger control, and the microbiome. And there are the videos. You see it says play in the middle. If you click that, it's going to show you the video that sends. So that's that video. So you can always watch it also. But we want to go ahead and share. So it's the same process. It's going to look very similar as sending the video. So you click share, it's going to give you that message preview and show you what it recommends. Then you click next, and then you can enter your prospect details. If you already entered them for the video, you can go to existing prospects and you'll see all the people that you have there that you've already entered. You can also do new prospect from your device contacts. If it's somebody that you already have their phone number in your phone, you can do that. Or like I said, you can put your information in the first name, last name, phone number, email, and you're just going to send the link to yourself. So let me. Okay, so then it pulled up Jeannie Giddings, phone number not entered, email not entered, because those are not required. Then click next. I'm going to send it to her in Facebook Messenger. I'm going to offer you a sample. Then click start. It's going to shoot you over to Messenger. I'm going to find her and paste. I'm going to say, got a freebie for you. Doesn't sound like me. So I'm going to say, take that out and edit as needed to whatever works with you and the person that you're sending it to. You know best how to make that look. I just offered you a sample.
I got it.
So it just looks like a message. So she's going to click the link.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do like a double-sided so they know exactly what. So it has the video for, I think I sent you Hunger Control.
Yep.
So pause that.
I'm going to pause it because my phone rang.
No. So as soon as she started to play it, I got a notification in the app that the video is being viewed by Jeannie Giddings. It's that quick. So you watched the whole, just watch that much of it. So then you have to scroll down, or they have to scroll down, whoever you're sending the sample to, and click get your free sample. Click that. And that should open up a form where you enter, I can't see what it
My
says.
phone number, my email, and my address. That way they are entering, like Lexi said, their own
They
information.
enter their own address. Or if you're sending it to yourself, then you put in your information there. Go ahead and do it.
I'll just do, I don't need my email, do I?
I don't know if it requires it. I guess we'll find out.
Get your free sample.
Okay, well, you're doing that. So I got the notification the video is being viewed. So if I view prospect details, scroll down to that history, I can see she viewed the video, but she viewed less than 10% of it because it was just the first couple seconds that you guys heard. So that information is in there. So you know if they...
So I entered my address and phone number, and it came and asked me to verify that my address is correct. So I'm going to say yes. Oh, email is required.
So you have to put an email in.
Trying to type that.
So when she went back and watched it, it should have updated in her prospect history. It should say like sample video clicked, link clicked, and then she watched however much percentage of the video if she went back to it.
Okay. So then I got the notification that says the Plexus member has been notified and will contact me shortly that I accepted the sample.
So then I have sample request, Jeannie Giddings for Slim HC. I can send the sample, view it, or view her prospect details. This is where if you go through this process and you don't have enough sample credits, it's going to tell you that and walk you through the process of purchasing more sample credits from the website. So I'm going to close that. I'm not actually going to send you a sample, sorry. Yep, so then I got a notification that says the following prospect has requested a sample. It will not be shipped automatically. You must use the send a sample function in the app to send it. So once they fill out the information, you do have to go back in and actually manually send it off. And then it sends straight from Plexus. You don't have to go to the post office. You don't have to pack it. None of that. It comes
Isn't that cute?
and it comes so cute. I honestly recommend, if you haven't ever sent yourself a sample, to go ahead and send yourself one, just so you can see exactly what it looks like when you get it too.
Or send it to your spouse
Or
or
send it to your
significant other or
spouse.
whatever.
Send it to
And
your
then you
mom.
can still hand it on after that if you choose to.
And that's pretty much it. It's that simple. That's all that I have on my notes to go through. I encourage you to go through and watch some of the videos on the different products and the peak interest. There's some really, really good videos back there, and they're adding, like I said, the new Immune Plus videos are back there already. So they are working on adding new videos and hopefully new sample options soon. Does anybody have any questions? Anything you want me to go over again? The main thing I want to convey is all of the, when you're sending the message and it pops up and it says message preview, this is what it's going to say. You have the option to change that. Don't let that stop you because you think it's gonna sound so.
But also know
Scary.
with that you don't have to know exactly what to say.
Right.
It enables you, if you're someone that's brand new and just getting started with that, let it help you. These
Mhm.
videos are gold, you guys. They come straight from corporate. It's exactly like Lexi said, the short little snippets that's all they need. Don't puke Plexus. Maybe change a little bit of the verbiage in the messages, but don't completely take it apart, because that's all they need right then at that point in time to go with.
It's so good. Such a good reminder that you don't have to know everything. I mean, I've been almost 7 years, and somebody asked me a question and I was like, let me send you a video. Like it can explain it to you so much better than I can. And I honestly don't know all of those things. So.
And it's a huge time saver. I mean,
Yes.
everybody I know that's on the call live, and then the people that will be watching it back because they're at work and everybody's got a busy schedule, let this be a time saver for you. Use this app. It's free for you to use. You can purchase the samples through your app or in your back office. Under shop, you can purchase samples as well. So yes, do you guys have any questions, comments?
I have a question, girls. I sent a bunch of samples a while back, and then I do really good with the first video sending it. But then I get a message for the second video, and it said, and I couldn't find this. It says the text asked if they have received their sample, and then it includes an important because of Plexus product testimonial.
Yes. Good. You're amazing, Danny. You're great. Okay. So go back to the share, which is the little box with the arrow pointing straight up.
Okay.
So then as you scroll down, you have the Slim Microbiome Activating Sample Follow-Up Steps. So the first one is, as soon as you send it, just wanted to let you know that Slim Microbiome Activating Sample we talked about is on the way to you. I'm excited to have you try them because that's an amazing message. I use that one. Should arrive in 4 to 5 business days. In the meantime, here's a short video that gives you information on the benefits and what to expect. So the app should be prompting you to send the videos in the follow-up steps in the share menu.
So I think I figured out what I'm doing wrong. So you send the peak interest videos first before you send the product that they're looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish that the
That's what I'm
peak
doing wrong.
interest video scroll through was at the top, but it's not. So
Okay.
yes, you have to go down to the peak interest, and then the follow-up steps you send once they have, once you have the confirmation, they have ordered a sample and you have sent it, and then you start with the little shipping truck. And then the next one is when it should have arrived. So that one is what comes 3 days later when you have that reminder set. then you come back in and say it should have arrived or will tomorrow. So please be on the lookout. Here's one last quick video. It'll give you tips on how to use it.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And then the special offer is step 3. So that is the 10% off through the app for them to place an order. You can send that. And then after they try their sample, and then you can send the benefits of Slim Microbiome Activating. Thank you for your order. You're now a part of a supportive community of like-minded men and women. There's that one. And then if they try the sample, but they don't order, there's an amazing message for that. That's step 5, where it says, I appreciate you allowing me to share my story and products with you. Every sample means another family heard our important mission and that is helpful to me. What are your thoughts about adding you to our Facebook group? We'll give you a great non-committed way to sit back and watch what others are experiencing. Most people say yes because it allows them to continue exploring on their own terms. So you can go in and view those messages. And then that group that you would add them to is the Your Health and Wellness group, so that they can continue to see testimonies and things like that. So it has all of the steps for all of the things. Now that you see it, are you like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Why have I not been using this? That's how I felt when I stumbled upon it. When we were talking about what to do for the first Learn With Me call, I was like, we have to do the Engage app because it is such a good resource. It just takes a second or 28 minutes, 22 minutes to sit down and go through it and click through some of the videos and see what an amazing resource it is. There's also business opportunity. If you have somebody who is like, hey, I want to make some money. I heard that you can do that with Plexus. You're like, yes, let me send you a peak interest business opportunity video. And none of those are very long either. So I encourage you to watch through those, and then you can know which one is best. Also, under the share menu, if you keep scrolling under the peak interest, you have the share these on social. They're cute graphics. It says click here to get your free sample. Those are something that you can post directly to your social media if you choose. And then someone, if they're just scrolling on social media and they're like, hey, she talks about that pink drink a lot, I think I'm gonna try it. They can go on and request a sample, and then your app will notify you, hey, Danny Crossland clicked this post, entered her information, and would like a sample. You need credits to send it on, or you have credits to send it her way. And then there's the Because of Plexus videos. Those are all so good. And then the Plexus links, the ambassador enrollment. If somebody's like, nope, I'm ready to do it. I don't need a sample. I'm gung-ho. There is that 10% off a welcome pack link. And then customer purchase links. Thank you for bringing that up, Danny. It's just a gold mine. Once you have clicked through and you know what's back there, it is good. So then your alerts show up with this little bell. It'll show up like notifications and tell you Jeannie Giddings has requested a sample or watched so much of the video. And then you have your prospects, your share, your sample, and then this little computer, if you click that, it's going to take you to your virtual office. So that's how I log into my virtual office, because it's a single sign-on. If you go through the app, you don't have to put in your email and password once you're logged into the app. So it's amazing. And I think from what it sounds, Plexus has big plans coming for the app also. So the fact that you are getting familiar with it now, then when things come, you'll be very, very prepared for what is coming. Does anybody else have any other questions? Did anybody get stuck somewhere? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.
Don't jump off.
Don't jump off yet.